Good evening. My name is Julia Malone, and I was recently elected as your Secretary General for the upcoming school year. Next year will be my third officer position and fourth and final year in the club. When I became a member of Roman on November 1st, 2021, the club was very different from both the way it was in the past and the way it is today. It was the first year in the club with history without Mr. Chisnell as an advisor, and many of the older members were very pessimistic about the future of Roman. That year, I was the only freshman at the banquet, the only freshman who went to more than one conference, and the only freshman elected to an officer position. I wasn't planning on being an officer in an organization that was twice as old as I was. Despite this, I embraced the role of rapporteur, and while the mistakes I made were numerous, I learned from every one of them and was able to pass on this knowledge to Max, who is doing an absolutely amazing job tonight and has been all year. This year, as Undersecretary General of Internal Affairs, I think I've done a fair job at managing recruitment and carnations for Crush, though I may be biased. In the past 2 years since my initial officer election, I've become a much better leader, delegate, and learner. I hope to continue improving throughout my tenure as Secretary General and my last year as a Roman member. Which brings me to next year. Recruitment, as always, will be a priority, and I have immense faith in Prisha's abilities to grow interest and membership in the club. However, Prisha is not the only person who is representing Roman. As soon as you tell someone you're a member of Roman, and especially as soon as you tell someone you're an officer, you become the face of our organization for them. United Nations. Of course, it would be preferred if each of you encouraged your friends to join, though I know that's not always possible. But please know that when you are talking to prospective members, for them, you are the club, and whatever you say becomes their perception of Roman as a whole. Additionally, we will have to restructure several technology-based aspects of the club over the summer. Slack is no longer a viable option, and online payment is currently in limbo, so the way we communicate and pay for conferences will likely change next year. I believe that Bobby also has a strategy for a social media and website, which will be implemented during the school year. It will also be a personal priority of mine to maintain the organization of our Google Drive and improve the accessibility of resources within it.